Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings,
Why are you listening to this show?
the podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
I've got a HBO Max theory, actually, because last night I saw everyone on social media saying, oh, Game of Thrones crashed the app. I didn't know anybody that was really super excited for House of the Dragon.
I was. I watched it live.
Are you wildin'?
I was in group chats with people that used to love GOT, and I was like, is anyone really up for this? No, not really. I think I'm going to get in if I see after a couple episodes people are still hot on it and just like kind of binge it. I think HBO gave the app problems on their own to make it a talking point on social media.
I just think the app sucks. I don't know if it has anything to do with like it crashes a lot.
Which streamer has the best functionality?
It's not Hulu. Let me tell you that. Hulu always malfunctions for me.
I never have these problems. Functionality, probably Netflix.
Netflix is consistent. If I'm like, I need to binge watch something and I don't want it to crap out on me, I'll just turn on Netflix.
Rewind, fast forward, downloading. To me, it's between Netflix and Amazon Prime. I give Prime the edge because I like the X-ray.
Oh, they thank
Love
God
X-ray.
they finally redid the interface on Amazon Prime.
What?
It's the crappiest interface.
What are you talking about?
I think it's crappy.
You guys are wildin'. I love it. I do it all the time.
What do you do all the time? Enjoy
Prime
the
Video.
interface?
Prime Video, yeah. I Prime
But
Video.
you know that they recently touched it up.
How?
Wow, that's how subtle of a touch-up it's been? You didn't even notice?
Nope.
Yeah, they made it look a little better.
How?
Like, they made it black and gold a little bit
It's been
more.
black and gold for years.
No, they touched it up. Google it.
I'm not going to Google it. I
Yes,
use
it looks a
Amazon
lot-
Prime all
it
the
looks-
time. I watch my Cinephobe movies on Amazon Prime.
I like that response. When did Game of Thrones come out yesterday? Like, when was it on?
9 p.m. Eastern.
I think at 9, yeah.
Okay, so I was late to the party and watched Bride, the Cuban version. Oh my God. Have I ever been seen by a movie more than that one? I don't think so. So as I was watching,
I really like that movie just
it was
because
so good.
it was so Miami.
You haven't seen it, Billy?
No, I'll watch it when it shows
you gotta
up.
watch it.
This
You
is
gotta
what I-
watch
this
it.
is
There's
what
so
I do.
many Easter eggs for Miami.
No, on
folks.
HBO Max, I basically always scroll down to Last Chance, and that's where I kind of look through. If I'm not looking for something, I just go to Last Chance, and there's a sense of urgency that I need to watch something.
You guys talking about the landing page on
Yeah.
Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Oh, you nerds! Like, this is what I've discovered about people. Like, so many people, this is how they consume content.
You nerds.
Yeah, no, nerds for real. It's like, I'm bored. Let me just open the app, show me things.
I've never made that voice.
That's exactly how you sound every time you turn on your
He is
app
right, yeah.
and you show me things. I go in there, I'm targeted. There's a show called this. Tap, 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 tap. There it is. Search, boom, play. We're in there. I don't have time to be searching. Netflix says this is in the top 10 in the nation. I don't care, Netflix.
What are you so busy doing?
Watching movies for Cinephobe.
Yeah, because you know what you want to watch. Sometimes you want to scroll through like it's the
Yeah.
olden days and you're
I
on
never,
cable.
never scroll through. I never scroll through.
That's a lie.
You don't like a good perusing?
Never peruse.
Tony, finish your story.
The reason why I brought it up is because around 9:45, I started having problems with Father the Bride, and I couldn't watch because it was buffering, and I was like, what the freak? Yeah, Andy Garcia, I mean, hell of an actor. Yeah. He's so good.
Gloria, not so much.
That's why I said
a
Andy.
little bit more rigid.
Gloria
A little bit more
Estefan?
rigid.
Yeah, Stefan. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with Gloria Estefan actually.
Okay.
I go to all the Inter Miami games, which should be noted, they're all in very North Fort Lauderdale.
Right,
It's
not
like
Miami.
15 minutes away from Boca.
Oh my God.
Outer Miami.
And you go there?
I go there for every game. I love the games. The games
Farther
have been
than the FIU campus.
Oh my God.
The games have been
BBC.
super fun, and they're playing very well at home. But you know what their team song is? They try to make
The Conga.
Conga
Is it
happen.
really? I was
real?
joking.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so cheesy. It's like this remix. It's terrible. And I saw
Remix.
And I saw this video on my timeline yesterday, thanks to MLS Twitter. Charlotte FC, they've adopted Peppa's as their official song. And
Far
it's
superior,
wild.
yeah.
Charlotte?
Yeah. And so this song that was right there for the taking for Inter Miami has now been totally co-opted and taken by a team in North Carolina. Should be our song, but we're still out here making Conga happen.
But you know why that is.
The heat.
No, it's not about not because of Pepas. I'm talking about why Conga.
I don't. I
Some
really
white
don't.
person was
No.
pandering.
No, isn't she a part owner?
I don't with the Mosses. No, I don't think.
I think she's got a minority stake.
She's with the Dolphins. Like is that page still up there? Like the limited partners in the Miami Dolphins, where it was an illustrious list, like J-Lo and the Williams sisters.
Oh yeah. Those were the days, huh?
Somebody told me that Fergie, with Ross being suspended, is like the lead dog in charge right now.
I think you fell for
Who told you that?
Twitter joke.
Ball sex
Damn.
sports.
Well, that's why I said so. I didn't read it. It was just like my friend of mine was like, I think Fergie's the lead. I was like, that can't be true.
This is
Joey.
why you shouldn't jump to making people limited partners, because all their limited partners are very like 2008.
Is Usher still a partner in
With the
for
Cavs?
Lewis
Yeah.
Hamilton just signed on with the Broncos. I feel like that's pretty.
The Broncos
recent.
ownership group is very vast, and it's just growing and growing.
Hold
and
on,
growing.
you resent Gloria Estefan because you don't like the song that
I don't
Inter
like the
Miami
song.
plays?
Yeah. I have
That
I
doesn't
have a
seem
beef with
fair to
that.
her.
Well, no, my problem with Gloria Estefan is that white people often say like, "Oh, we need something cute, and let's get the Estefan." And it was just
Is that her fault though? Has she like marketed herself to that? You
yes,
think?
because she's so good at it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's so good at it.
Or do you think that's just white people for making her like the default Cuban?
But
At a certain point, Gloria needs to stand up and say, "You know what? It's Peppa's time." Like we can't.
But
Conga,
no,
Sing a
but
Conga
remix.
was very much of a time.
That's not like when she steps down, it's going to be Pitbull after that or Flow Rider. or
I'd be
something
totally
like
fine with that.
that. Like
Have you heard the Café con Leche song?
That
needs to
song.
be
I
in your
mean,
song.
welcome back, Pitbull.
He is on a heater right now.
Is he?
I listen to that song. I'm like, God damn it, Pitbull, you did it again. How does he keep doing this? How does he
By
keep
taking-
making bops?
How does he continue to take other popular songs and
Yeah. If you look at this, if you look at the songwriters for Café con Leche, it's the dumbest song. I love it. There's like 27 writers on that song.
He's got his own school too.
That's true.
Slam, baby.
See? But
What's
UD can't get a
Slam?
Slam?
Yeah,
No.
Slam
Oh, I gotta
Academy.
take it to Slam.
is that an acronym?
It's
Why
a
are you
school.
hanging out at high
Yeah,
schools?
sports leadership, academic, something or other. It's an acronym. Long story short, they actually have one of the best gyms in Miami to play basketball in
Yeah.
because it's like 20 stories up right next to Marlins Park. So you have on one side the view of Brickell and on the other side the view of like West Miami. It's sick.
Sports leadership and management.
Oh, yeah, I was close.
A is for and?
Yeah.
Nah,
Well, you
that's
can't call it SLM.
why not? Slim.
No, Slam's better.
Yeah, Slam is better.
And it's Slam with an exclamation mark also.
Was exclamation mark stand for something?
It is for excitement.
Means you have to say it excitedly though.
yeah.
Slam. It's like the Miami
Panic
Heat
at the disco. Yeah.
always have their thing in caps. You ever notice that? In Miami, they have like a
Yeah.
press release. Heat is in caps. So I always think of Miami Heat. Like I yell it when I read it. I can't help it. Guys, I have my top 5 list. Things
Of
that are
Hard Knock
things that are
things.
wrong with Hard Knocks.
Oh, good.
Right. Number 5. Are we ready for?
We're only 2 episodes in. You already have 5.
Already. Yeah, I got 5.
Okay.
I got 5 problems. Right.
What day does it come out?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night? Okay.
We'll recap it on Wednesday. Number 5. They're hiding Jared Goff. He's, you know what? He's crushed. He has to be crushed, right? Gets traded from LA to Detroit, and then his team goes and wins the Super Bowl, and everyone talks about, oh, it's great to finally have a quarterback. His life is in the shitter right now, relatively speaking. And that's why they're hiding him, because he's sad. They don't want to show
You think
us.
he's a sad boy?
He's a sad boy. He is.
No. I think that he probably like they probably just don't want A, I don't think he's that interesting, and B, they don't want like quarterback controversy. They're just like, let's focus on our other guys. Maybe he won't be around that long.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Jess, because number 4, no players. Hard Knocks is always about players. Give me a star player. Give me a guy who had a great rookie year. Give me someone who may or may not make the roster. One of my favorite characters of all time is John Connor from the Jets, the Terminator. Sorry.
Yeah, come on. Can't cut off a fake Sugats at the pass. No, they know what they're doing. They pour over hours. They know what's engaging. They have something with the coach.
They did the Aiden Hutchinson thing in episode 1.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that interesting.
Lyle's wife, the Olympic
Aiden Hutchinson,
athlete.
a.k.a. J.J. Watt Jr. Anyone get those vibes? Guys, nobody got those vibes of complete, absolute fraud.
I still haven't watched Hard Knocks. I don't feel like I feel like I know what Hard Knocks is with Dan Campbell, and the whole thing's just gonna be annoying after like episode 2.
Not at all.
No,
and his whole coaching staff is awesome.
You don't think like the
coaching staff is awesome.
So number 3, too much coaches.
You're wrong. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Too much coaches.
But these are all like cool former
I get
NFL
it.
player coaches.
But I feel like I'm watching Hard Knocks from like 2003. I want to watch modern Hard Knocks. I want new characters. I don't want to like relive. Remember Mark Brunell? Yeah, he was really good on NFL Blitz. Like, I don't want to do that. By the way, Mark Brunell, great coaching. He said, guys, I got 2 tips for you guys today. Throw to our guys. Don't throw to the other guys. And then he walks in, he takes a swig of water. He's so proud of himself.
I got mad beef with Mark Brunell. Mad beef.
Why is that?
Because he joined the Le Batard Show when we first started working for ESPN. He was also a part of ESPN, and I said when he called the phone, I told him what Dan was going to mention to him just so I could prep him, and he answered the question on the air. And then like 2 weeks later, I got called into the office by ESPN folks saying, "Why'd you ask Mark Brunell this?" He said he was totally stunned and surprised by it. Totally blindsided by the question. I'm like, well, I never actually do this, but I ran the question by him. He just straight up lied to them. And then afterwards, at least a month later, like he fessed up that he's like, okay, yeah, he ran it by me. But he just straight up lied to folks, trying to make me look bad.
Dick move. Also,
and I loved him as a kid. I had a Mark
question?
Brunell jersey. I don't even remember. I really don't know what it was, but he just straight up lied to folks. So I've always carried a resentment since that moment.
I carry it with you. I think he's an awful human being.
You just learned about it.
Now, you know what? That's what empathy's called.
We're not Mark Brunell guys anymore.
Never again. But also, they don't really coach. They just talk shit to each other.
That's true, too.
Like, what are we doing here?
I did kind of watch
that part, though.
And I wondered, is this why they only had 3 wins? Because the coaches are kind of just hanging out and yelling at each other the whole time.
All right. Number 2, ironically.
By the way, 2 of your 3 things so far were exactly the same. Not enough players and too many coaches was kind of the same thing.
Not really.
Okay.
Because we could see owners, we could see GMs,
the equipment staff.
Yeah, we're getting 0 character development.
Sprinklers.
We're getting zero character development outside of the coaches who are characters that we already knew about. Like already know all this stuff. Now, this is what's going to sound a little ironic. Number 2, not enough Dan Campbell. Like, I came for the Dan Campbell is Unhinged show, and I got 1 good speech, and that's it. And him doing the up downs, which I believe is incredible.
With a broken wrist.
That was very look at me, Louie.
Oh, of course. But guys, you know what the number 1 thing on my list is? Backup quarterback David Blau refuses to cuss. Fudge! Golly! I'm like, man, if you got that energy in you, go ahead and cuss, man. It's on HBO. You can say it. It's all right. I was so upset. Like, either you got your mind doesn't even travel there, or it does and you go there. But to stop short every time, oh, sugar, I'm like, don't do that, man. Encapsulate that energy.
Oh, sugar?
Yeah.
He says sugar?
He said fudge. Sugar might be an exaggeration, but he said fudge.
Yeah,
after fumbling the ball and turning it over and losing the game, basically.
Your top 5 has only reaffirmed that I should not be watching this.
It
seems like the act gets tired by episode 2.
Does.
It was just because they haven't done what they usually do. It's not the.
It's got no interest. I'll wait till the useless sound montage.
No, the in-season one.
I know what Dan Campbell is.
The normal formula is like you follow along a guy who's trying to make the team and a guy who just signed a massive signing bonus and they're like trying to find themselves.
Love those stories. Danny Amendola was one of those stories. Bobby Scipio with the Chiefs. I love the guy that's
Darren Waller. Yeah, like they haven't done that though.
Have we met the guy yet that walks you to the room to get cut?
Not yet.
I've always wanted that. I wouldn't want that job, but you always meet that guy on the staff.
I've done that.
Like coach's assistant that's like, hey, coach needs to talk to you.
You had that job before?
I didn't have that job, but I've had to do that. I've had to do They
Who'd you
want to
do
talk
it
to.
with?
Where they
I
know.
can't even remember the player's name. It was one of those people that like. You say the name now, I probably wouldn't recognize it. It's a guy that never played in the league.
It's someone that they didn't send the real person's job
like
to
it's
do
not.
that with.
It's not. It's not Jaron Collins or someone like that. It's someone who's like who never
Lou
played in the league.
Almanson.
No, not Lou. Not Sweet Lou. Come on now. Lou is a favorite.
Tony, do we like Sweet Lou?
Love Sweet Lou.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
That hair.
Real Hoopers know?
I mean, there's been a lot of talk. Mark Jones said something about it. I think Hart said something about it. All of a sudden, a lot of love for Michael Beasley.
Oh man, let me tell you right now.
I mean, speak on that.
Never again. Wow. Like you want to talk about burning every last bridge? Incinerated like Nick Cage in a
He's
volcano.
playing for the Shanghai Sharks.
What does he do? That like what's the
Just like there's. How can I say this in a political way?
irresponsibility?
There's a certain level of like a baseline of responsibility you have to have that he doesn't have. Of just like regular stuff, showing up places, for instance, not showing up places on time, showing up. Yeah, it's just incredible talent, but it's like I don't know what you can do where that can flourish other than somewhere like China where they just don't.
He's in
care.
the Big Three, I think.
Was he in the Big Three?
Yeah, I think he's hitting
Shout out to-
fours like it's nobody's
Shout out to the Big
business.
Three, by the way.
Shout out to Big Three. They just had their championship this weekend. My guy Steven Jackson.
Did you see Gronk out there
I did.
throwing bows, and so was Gilly, but he was just jumping on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Billy?
Oh yeah,
$1 million worth of
real
$1 million
Hoopers
for the
know.
game.
Yeah.
Wallow and Gilly? Mm-hmm. No?
Billy Gill.
Willie Gill.
I have two gripes with Hard Knocks, by the way.
Oh, do you have a top two list?
No, just two that you left out.
Okay.
Number
Top two list.
the number two gripe that I have. I don't need to see that the Cardinals are coming up in the regular season every single episode.
That's the coolest part.
No.
At the end of the episode, you see like was it Hopkins doing like on the box jumps and stuff.
Hopkins was the first episode.
And then last episode it was Kingsbury just rewinding and fast
in the saddest looking room ever with abs. It looks like a prison that he's in. There's nothing on the wall. He looks miserable. When you see that, you're also like, he's the best looking thing ever 5 years ago, maybe, but we've aged very quickly.
Oh man, like the
very
president of the
quickly.
United States, not Joe Biden.
Like all of them.
He's not your president?
No, I mean like
Careful.
the presidents that actually aged in the White House as opposed to showed up to the White House aged. Billy, what was number one on your list of things?
I can't buy the grit hat that they have on him anywhere. Everywhere it says grit hats with official like NFL logo on it. There's grit shirts. It's like official NFL apparel. It's not for sale. You can't buy. You know how many of those they would sell?
The best part of episode 1 was he's giving a speech and he says, everything we need is right there. And I thought he was pointing at them. And then they zoom out. He's pointing at a huge wall, like a floor-to-ceiling mural of the word grit. Just
Awesome.
I laughed so hard.
Didn't he say something about as long as we have grit, we could have like 3 fingers or something and still win?
No, I don't care.
It was 3 fingers and 1 ass cheek.
No, I don't care. I don't care if you've got 3 toes and 1 ass cheek. I'm gonna kick your ass.
which
So he's
seems-
not talking about himself. He's talking about his opponent.
So if you're disabled, I will.
I will kick your ass.
I don't think that's what he meant.
But hey, like that is the next level of like super hyper competitive, right?
Beating on disabled people?
Yeah, like most people would
I
see
don't
someone
think
with,
so.
with 3 toes and 1 ass cheek and say, "Oh, I should take it easy on this guy." Not Dan Campbell. I'm going to kick your ass.
I thought that he was saying if he
Singular.
had 3 toes and 1 ass cheek, he could still beat someone's ass because he had that
Oh,
much in
that's a
him.
good twist.
That's
So-
how I understood it. Is he as someone with 1 ass cheek, which I don't know what having 1 ass cheek versus 2 helps you
He
in
said,
any situation.
I don't care if you have 3 toes and 1 ass cheek. I'm going to kick your ass. So that is very
I'm
clear
gonna have to
me.
rewatch this. Yeah.
If you're parking in disabled spots, watch out. Dan Campbell will levy justice.
Here's why I can't get into Hard Knocks.
You haven't tried though.
Well, I don't want
Ever?
to try. No,
Or
I loved
this-
Hard
or this
Knocks.
year?
The last few seasons of Hard Knocks, I didn't like. The last
Last year was good.
I always give up like midway through it, where I just lose interest. I thought there was the joint season with Rams and Chargers.
that was trash. That was the worst
It
one.
was, but the first episode was interesting because it was all the COVID protocols and how you operate during the pandemic. I found that part interesting.
Okay, so do you remember how that episode opened? I was out after the opening.
Was it when they were getting their tests?
No. It might have been, but it was like a Zoom meeting, and the head coach, I can't remember, I think it was
McVay?
No, it was the other one for the Chargers, the one that's not there anymore.
Anthony Lynn.
Anthony Lynn. He's like, all right, guys, good to see everybody here. By the way, Coach so-and-so, he can't make it because he tested positive for COVID. And everyone's like, oh, shit. Like, well, he didn't. I'm just trying to show out how easy it could be if we don't take this thing seriously. I'm like, buddy, you're doing like a prank on day one? And remember, this is 2020. This is like of August of 2020.
Cut to the Impractical Jokers behind a two-sided
Joe Gatto, like, whoa!
You really got him, Anthony Lynn.
But yeah.
By the way, Sean McVay has had a chemical peel. Just saying that right now.
They're fairly common.
Yeah.
Are they?
He's a very Hollywood guy. Like he had a chemical peel.
Common means it happens a lot.
No, I get that. What is a chemical peel?
They like put stuff on your face and it makes your like top layer of skin go off.
It
Then your
dissolves.
bottom layer of skin is forward. No, that damages your skin. These are supposed to like make all the top dead skin layer go away. So then you have like fresh new skin underneath.
That
makes you super shiny.
Your wrinkles are
in the
supposed to
afterglow.
go. Like it makes like collagen production increase. So then like some of your fine lines and wrinkles.
Where's Zach Harper right now? I feel like the collagen talk now is like Zach parachutes in. Did someone say collagen? I've got a code for you.
But McVay definitely did a chemical peel. If you watch that preseason game. Also, no one knows how to fill out a Nike Performance long sleeve quite like Sean McVay. And that entire coaching staff now is on the same workout plan. They all wear the same thing. They all do their traps. It's a wonderful thing that's happening out in Los Angeles. That's a culture. We don't skip shoulders. Shoulders and traps. People forget that, but that's also what makes you look biggest.
Yeah, the trap house.
That's what that is.
Dan Le Batard.
Hey, Dave.
Stugats.
What up?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugats.
We're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code Dan for a special offer when you sign up. That's code Dan, only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Dan has been sitting here this whole time and hasn't uttered a single word all morning. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see him. You don't believe? I know the podcast audience is like, oh, I know you guys are just saying it. He's Dan. I swear to God, Dan is sitting in his chair right now. He's on his phone the whole time. This is counterproductive. I can't carry this all on my own. As we talked about last week, it's heavy. It's very heavy on me.
We should play some best of or something. It's too heavy for you.
Let's play some best of. And I'm gonna hit up some of my friends, see if anyone can come fill in, because if he's gonna do this all show long,
you're gonna bring in just a friend out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right.
I have friends. Why you sound incredulous?
But it's early. A lot of your people,
probably.
West Coast people, like it could be early.
I've got East Coast people. I've got East Coast people. I'll find someone east of the Mississippi. How about that?
Fine.
All right.
But first, here's a classic Roy Bellamy segment.
You guys played this game. You played it. I wanted to play it on air, and now you guys have all the answers.
No, I was just
have all
told
the
one.
answers.
I was just told. So I was theorizing that. All right, tell the people the game.
Okay, so the game is, so Dan came in here because Mike is going to this rock festival over the
I
course
was
of the
making
weekend
fun
in
of Mike
Daytona.
because here he is, historian Mike, wants to talk Celtics Heat, how much it means to him, wants to write poems about sport and rivalry, and he's going to be at Papa Roach instead of watching one of these games. And so I just said to him, how many songs does Papa Roach have? Do they have two? Do they have two songs?
And so I asked, I went to Papa Roach's Spotify page, and I asked, what is the minimum number of Spotify streams in order for someone to have a quote song?
This is not how you play this game. They either had hits or they don't. Is it a hit?
Yeah,
is it not a hit?
Yeah, but how do you determine? How do you
Just if I
determine
think
what
it was a hit.
That's
If I
right.
name the song.
You think it was a hit?
Name the song.
That's how we're doing this.
I'll tell
Name
you.
their songs. Chris will tell you if it's a hit or not.
Chris can't be the one who decides.
Well, not me.
Spotify
No.
Yeah.
A casual Papa Roach fan.
Yeah.
But the measurement that Whittingham was using, and I like Billy and Chris, was like, really? That seems high. Chris Whittingham said to be a hit or to be a song that qualifies, you have to have 50 million streams.
50 million.
According to who?
according to Whittingham.
According to
He's not the king of music.
I was asking, what is the minimum number? I surmised 50 million.
50 million is a lot of listens.
Who decided this? Like, who's the Bill James of music that decided this?
Okay, fair enough,
It's
Billy.
just how many times people played the song. I'm asking what the number of times that is.
Papa Roach has been around for 25 years.
Name a song.
But Billy,
Name a song?
it's fair to say. It's fair to say.
Cut my life into pieces.
Hit.
It is
Reach
fair.
my last resort, suffocation, no breathing.
At least one hit.
And then the rest of it gets pretty vulgar. Honestly, kids shouldn't listen to that, but they gravitated it because he was a voice of angst for a generation, which is why since then they've kind of leaned into this emo reputation because their lyrics, while they were kind of considered new metal, their lyrics were very emo, talking about mental health issues and depression and moms dying and all that. So it's no wonder why I, as someone that suffered all those things when I was younger, really gravitated to the voice of a generation, Jacoby Shaddix.
Roy, you were going to get in there with something, and Mike closed the door at the end of his story by just making it about depression and mom death. But what were you going to say before he closed that window shut behind him with the death of a mother?
2 Americas.
You never came from a broken home?
If it wasn't performed at an award
Shout out
show,
divorce.
not a hit.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, then you listen to Broken Home. All right, so 50 million streams.
But Billy is
Debatable.
Okay, well, can I at least try to guess the songs that have 50 million streams, and then Chris
Well, but
Cody
this-
can
you
verify
guys
if
are
it's a hit or
burying-
not.
You guys are burying the most interesting part of this while arguing about whether 50 million is a lot or not. Because the part that was stunning about what they said is Papa Roach has 4 of those. They got 4 of 50 million plus.
Spoiler
And I'm like,
alert.
they do
Wow.
not.
That
I'm
is
like,
massive.
They do
Game
not.
over, I guess.
Right.
I mean, they were a big deal in the late 90s, but they never quite reached the fame of their first album. So they've had they've had longevity for a band that was probably kind of niche. So I'd like to guess the songs with 50 million streams, and then Chris Cody can tell me if it's a hit or not.
Let me ask you guys a question, okay? Lionel Richie, all right? The great Lionel
What
Richie.
do you think? You
What are
think
you
you're
doing?
dancing on the ceiling without some sort of stimulant?
He's got 4 songs with over 100 million downloads. Like when you hear a song, when I say "Stuck on You,"
That's
it's
a
hit.
movie.
I mean, it's a hit. You know it's a hit.
I don't know. Chris Cody is hit a
No.
hit?
All night long, We Are
What?
the World, Hello. Those are his 3 hits.
Wow. Boom.
Yeah, 3 hits.
There you go.
Say
Well,
you,
as a
say
solo
me.
artist.
I mean,
Say you, say me.
Not a hit.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
it has
That's what we signed up
162
for.
million downloads.
Sorry, that's what we signed up for.
Guys, I would argue that Lionel Richie's greatest contribution to pop culture
American
is Nicole
Idol.
Richie.
Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
So you guess American Idol because that would have been ridiculous.
That is so disrespectful to Lionel Richie.
How so?
You don't know what you're talking about when you think,
Have you ever heard of The Simple Life?
is it me you're looking for?
Such a good song.
Isn't that about a blind person that makes a wax figurine out of his face?
That would be the
Well,
music video.
I want to rewind to what Whittingham did there because he's now making moral choices. He's making moral choices with his music and with his lyrics and what he can't sing now retroactively. Billy just rolled his eyes at him.
Get off your high horse.
Well, we've done. I think we've kind of done this show before, but Semi-Charmed Kind of Life. I was like 8 years old singing about a girl going down on me, and I didn't know about it.
Right. Because it starts with do 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 do. It
Well,
sounds
yeah,
so happy.
Which is how I subtly send hints to my wife during dinner.
You take songs way too literally. Like, what do you think I Touch Myself is about? Who knows?
You feel like you should know, but who knows?
We have done the show, though, of songs that have really happy music and then are describing like crimes. That's not the show I want to do. I want to do Papa Roach hits.
Okay.
And it's up to Chris, we agreed on.
Yep.
I really
Into
just
the
meant,
night
I
was
meant
like
the
the
cat.
great-
It's the cat. It should be a casual fan
Yes.
of
I got
that
you.
band. Like I'm not
Hit
saying
or not a hit.
Right.
Yes.
It's hit or not a hit.
The objections that I had, though, because this is, I mean, generational too. Stugatz is mentioning Lionel Richie.
Oh, the best.
And Lionel Richie, I wanted to ask the 2 questions
Nichols
of
did.
why did you choose Lionel Richie? And,
Downloads,
and why,
that's why.
Why have we chosen Chris Cody? Why have we chosen him as the arbiter?
Why have we chosen Mike and Chris Whittingham?
Great
I mean,
question. Yeah. No,
We chose Spotify.
My point is, people should be the arbiter.
that's right.
Well,
not
50 million
numbers.
would be the people.
Nah.
50 million people is
It's
a lot.
people who are on Spotify.
But 49 and a half isn't a lot.
But
I mean,
it could be
come on.
100 million if you take into account all the other streaming services. So I
Let me
think
tell you what a lot is. It's Elton John, I'm Still Standing, 500 million downloads.
There you
that's
go.
one of the
Okay.
greatest songs ever. There's
Right.
Nah,
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
even
saying.
one of his
Yeah,
best.
no one's arguing that Papa Roach is Elton John. All right, so I'm going to say the 4 songs that Papa Roach, number 1 is Easy, Last Resort. That's her biggest song.
That's correct.
Chris?
That's a hit.
Yeah, absolutely. We all know the words to Last Resort.
Yeah.
You know how I know it's a hit? Roy, you absolutely know all the words.
life into pieces.
Finish the lyric. You're lying.
No,
You're lying.
Roy, I'm not having that.
Roy, you cover the Panthers.
Right.
You've heard every single Papa Roach song.
Tell you two Americas, God damn it, I mean it.
Okay. Well, you're in the America that's at hockky games a lot.
Yes.
It's a different type
That
of
song
America.
is playing at hockey arenas across the country.
Is
Breathe in, don't give up.
is Roy going to get the first ever attack from the chickens? Are you all accusing
Yeah, man,
him
he's doing
of
a thing.
just lying that he does not know the
Congratulations.
song that we're
Yes, you
talking
do.
about?
Shut up. He still Gods knows the lyrics to Last Resort.
Oh, he's lying about that.
As chickens.
My life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. No breathing. Don't give up.
That's the guitar part.
Cut my life into pieces.
Oh, I thought that was lyrics. That was actual lyrics there.
This is my last resort. Suffocation. No breathing.
It's a good song if
No, I have
you
no idea.
repeat the very first lyric after a guitar and go right back to it because you know the song already 30 seconds into it. All right, so Last Resort was easy, but this is where it gets dicey because I'm very surprised that they have 4 of these songs. I'm going to still go off of that first album because this was a TRL generation, and so I'm going to say Broken Home.
Incorrect.
No! Okay,
Chris Cody?
Not a hit.
Shit.
Help.
Yeah, hit or shit.
Yeah.
Help.
Play the game.
Help is correct.
Yeah. Help is basically the sequel to Last
Sing it
Resort.
for me.
Yeah.
No, it's not a hit to you.
Shit.
Classic. Yeah.
Be careful. That estate is very litigious.
That's not Papa Roach. Who is that?
That was
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Them.
between
A billion
Angels and
downloads.
Insects.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that
Sing
video
it.
was.
Angels and Insects is correct.
Take my money.
Shit.
Yep. No, I agree with that. And To Be Loved, but I don't think that's one of them. That was a Monday Night Raw theme.
Fourth one is Scars.
Oh, that's a very emo song. Yeah, Scars.
I think it's a hit. Sing it for me. Yeah.
What do you mean you think it's a hit?
I remember it, but I
Yeah,
just
we
want
gotta
to be
remember.
sure.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
hear
want to
it.
get the lyrics right. Hang
You
on.
need to
Yeah,
do this
sing
with
it.
Adnan. Hit or shit. You need to do this.
I turn my heart open.
Hit.
I sew myself shut.
The
My
weakness is Roy.
That I care too much.
Roy is suffering deeply here.
Yeah, Scars is a.
The past is real.
It's a rock ballad.
Yeah, you're right about Scars. I'm being scarred right now.
Classic.
You know all the words. Come on. A guy that sings Jimmy Eat World every other day
Yeah.
tells me he doesn't know about Papa
Right,
Roach.
what's like the most rock emo song that you would sing? Like, what band are you? Were you like a Sum 41 guy? Simple Plan?
You
Like,
know
what was
Fat
your?
I have no idea who these people are.
Oh, please, come on, man.
Roy, you're on your way to the Panther game. It's a big one.
Maybe.
You're cranking music in the car. What are we listening to, Roy?
I'm listening to Cinephile, where they ascertain me.
Big week for Cinephile, by the way. Congrats, Chris.
Yeah, Monster, the Judd Apatow numbers.
That's right, baby.
Off the presses.
Let's go.
Storming through the party like my name was El Nino.
Oh, that's a hit. American Pie.
Did you like Avril Lavigne at least?
Well, I'm hanging out, drinking back down Camino.
As a kid, no one knew me back then.
But nobody came. I know another one you thought you knew back in high school.
Never going, never showing up when we had to.
I'll catch you that we can. Don't tell us to be yet. I'm sick of always hearing at your age. I don't want to waste my time. Got another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of the conformity of
Because you don't
know it's at all. We never know people fall.
What would you expect when the
Country's gonna fall. Heavy metal and militants, how we were raised. Maiden and priests were the God that we praise.
Yeah, we love it.
People's expenses.
Right.
Gun people down, just some minor offenses.
It's another day.
I guess you'll never die.
I'm thinking about it.
I don't want to waste my time. Become another casualty of society. I'm surprised.
I didn't even
American
have the lyrics.
Pie.
Why do I know that?
I am stunned.
It's a hit.
Poor Roy.
Wait, Chris, is it a hit?
It's a f***ing hit.
Oh,
That a hit.
Oh, wow. That's a whole different thing. That's the highest of the rankings.
At the next Moss Miami, if I ever DJ
Moss
again,
Miami.
I'm going to have an emo night. Where I just play all these bangers, and Roy will pretend to not know all the words.
By the way,
Billy was saying, I think Billy, hell bent on anarchy and just throwing dollars in the air, DraftKings dollars, Meadowlark dollars, has decided he's been,
K-Moss Miami.
He's been wandering around here with a sinister grin on his face because evidently he's doing all the work required so that one of the last K-Marts
K-Moss Miami.
so that we can actually have a party at one of the last K-Mart shells in America.
So I have updates on this because before it was just kind of like a pipe dream, right? Where it was like, oh, let's say this and maybe it can't happen, right? But
Billy, if I may, though,
Yes.
if I can explain to the audience, because they don't know some of the inner workings of what's happened around here, where we're really kind of going it alone and figuring everything out as we go and building a bunch of things so that we can do the fun things with our audience that we want to do. But Billy has now gotten into a lot of these meetings where, I mean, we were going to do some big things at the Super Bowl and just throw a bunch of money in the air and have fun. And now you've pivoted to K-Mart for some reason.
well, Super Bowl pass, that happened. Yeah. But there's a Super Bowl next year. We're already working on that.
Yeah.
For Kmart, though, Dan, we have important updates on that. So our friend Billy Corbin came in and told us that he knows the owner of one abandoned Kmart, which is not the one that I was hoping for. This is the one by Magic City Casino, but he knows, and he was going to pass along that information so we can see possible rates for that. And then yesterday, I was at a Burger Club meeting, MEATING, and I met up with some people who were telling me that KMOS needs to happen and that they have an inside source that the person that owns the abandoned Kmart on 8th Street and 122nd, where the original plan was to do this, refuses to sell that property and wants to keep it there. So I think that we may be able to play ball, and there is a sign out front to rent that space. So we're going to see. I don't want to give you too much information, but that person was offered a lot for that and didn't want to give it up. So we're going to see what happens. And I will also tell you this. There's someone that does this bar wrestling thing, and every time there's a Super Bowl, has like these bar wrestling shows go on, like in the Super Bowl cities, and has reached out to us in the past to get us to go out there, and reached out to me and was like, hey, if you do the K-Moss Miami, we need to have a wrestling show inside of the Kmart. So things are starting to come together. When? Don't count on me to let you know when. Don't count on me. I'll do it again. Don't count on me. It's a point you're missing. Don't count on me. 'Cause I'm not listening.
Right, guys. Right.
My daughter knows Last Resort.
Yeah.
Come on.
I truly don't know that song.
Come on,
Come on.
Roy.
Roy 100% had a skateboard phase. Like, without a doubt in my
Did you ever
mind.
play Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawk Pro
You
Skater.
ever play Tony Hawk? You ever watch
never
Jackass?
Honestly.
You're a hockey fan.
You never watched Jackass? Now you're just lying.
Yeah.
I had a skateboard. I rarely used it.
You played all the
What'd you do? Look
NHL
at it.
games.
What do you have a skateboard for?
But, I mean,
Not- you had a skateboard, but not.
It was a
Brother,
gift.
that's a phase.
I didn't ask for it. I was a child.
You
I
went
had
to
a
Hot
bald head.
Topic.
I had a
yeah.
bald face.
No, you had studs around your wrists. You went to Hot Topic. Yeah, you had a phase
Oh,
for sure.
Hot Topic.
I'm not-
Yeah.
Be careful
I'm
with
not
those
emo.
black bands.
Yeah.
Go to a party, they'll rip one.
That's a whole nother thing.
What were the different colors? I don't know. I do know. I was lying. I totally know. I may have them in a drawer.
You were asking a question you knew the answer to? Of
course.
Proud of you.
What are the lies and what is the truth with Roy? Is Roy hiding deep in character? I've never heard you guys turn on him as a room and accuse him of lying, all of you. Is Roy hiding his secret over there by Rainforest Cafe, hockey fan who knows music? That because Roy, you are going into a region. It is not terribly diverse, I will say. That entire region. It is purposely not Miami. You walk through the parking lot. It is not the Miami Heat.
Well, it's actually
parking lot.
not Miami.
I know, but it is, and so Roy ventures in to an area where he has been a minority for a very long time. What are you hiding?
That would be any
37 years,
hockey
actually.
arena, though, right?
Someone say he's been a minority his entire life.
Yeah.
Or is it just a phase?
You know all these songs, Roy. You're hiding.
does.
You're hiding in shame. You
you've
know
been
all these songs. You're ashamed to admit it.
If you've been to one hockey game, you've been to several emo nights because they're still very trapped in the year 2000. And a pop culture maven like you, Last Resort was unavoidable. I don't even know what you're trying to prove by saying you don't know Last Resort, but it's bullshitting, man.
What do you?
You're lying.
I don't know the lyrics.
Yes, you
I don't
do.
know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics.
Stop.
Semantics.
Stop. You know the lyrics.
You know the song.
Do you know the song?
You know the
Everyone
songs.
knows Last Resort, man. What are you trying to pull?
I mean, I've heard the music, yes, but it's
Narrative.
offshoot. Like it's like one ear, not the other. Like because I don't listen to that.
Get out of here.
But you know the song.
No one
That's a larger
believes
point.
you. I don't know what you're trying to do.
I don't even know who sings the song.
We just come on.
Get out of here, buddy.
Well, what was Titanic? I never what I knew it was
Celine
a
Dion?
thing, but I just
There's
didn't
a
really
boat,
pay
man.
attention.
Yeah, but he knows his.
Was it an airplane
Who was
crash?
in
I
that
don't
one?
know.
Who was in it? What happened in Titanic?
Yeah, come on.
It's a
Glacier?
Come
historical
on.
fact. that-
Polka Wadia? I don't know. What is Polka Wadia?
Freaking Jack.
What are you gonna do?
I'm trying to help Roy, but they're right.
Come on.
Blink 182. Ever heard of them?
I mean, I heard the name. I don't know any of the songs.
Not having that.
I don't know any of the songs. Like,
All
They-
the
they
you
all-
couldn't sing all the small things.
Blink 192.
they all melt together.
You
Like,
don't-
you
stop
Blink
it.
182.
Stop it. Come on. You don't know all the
Green
small
Day.
things?
You know
Slow
all the
down.
stuff. They
It is
sound the
Blink.
same to me.
It's Blake 192. That's a fine.
You don't know all the small things?
No.
Yes, shut up.
Small things.
Oh.
Who cares? That's just a
Oh
lie.
yeah, that's the song that all the crowd sings to at the hockey games. Yeah.
That's all I know it for.
I'm
Like
pretty
20,000
positive.
people know that song except for me.
Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating.
Come on,
Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights off.
I swear to God.